Hi there everybody, thanks for joining me. This is the part 2 of the Christmas Whimsy card kit. I'm going to show you how to assemble one each of the card designs. So let's get started. Now on this one I've already stamped the star image. You're going to have two different stamps. The larger one is the star and the smaller one is the snowflakes. So I've already used my Night of Navy. I'm using my larger stamp pad. I just went around the corner and then around the top. So let's get started from here. Now on this one you will need the little elf that is on the ladder. Be really careful when you pop out these die cuts. There's some areas that are super thin, so I don't want you to tear them. So there's one. Now on the back we're going to add some adhesive dots to give it some dimension. And I'm going to put, just going to put them all over the back. So we're going to put one here on the right and left side, kind of toward the bottom of her dress. Kind of go up here. Let's put one on the back side of her face and little hat. Then we're going to go down the ladder. I'm not going to put too many. There's really no need. Maybe one at the top of the step and then one alternating each side of the ladder. Now these are the mini dimensionals, so they will fit pretty well. Okay, so that's that. Now we're going to peel off the backing, and this pick tool is really wonderful to have. It's got some other attachments on it. The other side of this is putty, so if you're going to be picking up some sequins, it is good to have that little tool. And there we go. So all of the backings are off, and then I'm going to position her to where she is kind of close to the tree, but not too close. It's just to give the effect of putting the tree topper on. You have these little gold foiled stars. One little point of the star is longer than most. That is the one that you want on the bottom right. It's not a perfect star, and I learned that when I went and took the foil off when I very first got this kit. So that little longer end is going to go there. Okay, now we're going to do the, I already did this too, I apologize. I was having a problem with my phone and I kept restarting and restarting. You're going to take your oval stamp, you're going to stamp it with the Season's Greetings. You're going to wrap around your gold cord. I used about maybe 3 to 4 inches. And I used the adhesive dots to hold down that cord, and then I used some dimensionals on the back. On my other card I will show you how to, actually it's not going to use the cord, but I'll show you how to put the dots on. So Season's Greetings is just going to go down here, and it's simple as that. You're going to make 4 cards with this kit of this design. So the next one we have is the little background of the sleigh. We're going to use the smaller of the background effect. This one has snowflakes. And then the sentiment we're going to use is the Merry Christmas to You. And I'm using my little mini acrylic. It comes with an acrylic block. You can use it. I just prefer to have all of my stamps that I'll be using ready to go, and that way I'm not taking off you know, removing the blocks, and I think that's fine. Well, we'll do a little bit here. So we're just going to go across the nighttime sky. And so back to the blocks. If you need any acrylic blocks and you don't have a demonstrator, you can order from my website. It's right here. And you can get whatever you need. This kit here is only $19. I want you to remember that. It's item 158166. I'll bring out my little post-it note when I'm done. It's called the Christmas Whimsey Card Kit. So let's finish this now. So this one, we're going to use the die cuts, but we're going to use 2 on this one. We have the little elf holding a little present, and then we have an elf that is pulling a sleigh with a tower of Christmas gifts. Okay, so that is that one. And then let's do the adhesive. I'm going to put one at the bottom of her little dress, and then one on the upper portion of the body, and then one of these little tiny guys will fit on the head. Okay, so then we're going to remove the backings, and you want to be careful when you use a pick tool because you don't want to lift off the adhesive. These are two-sided, so one side sticks to your image and the other will stick to the card. So we're going to position her walking. I'm going to put this foot flat, even with the bottom, because she's walking, and then this foot is in motion. Then we're going to take our little sleigh, and I'm going to use some of these leftover big ones here. I think I'm out. You know what's neat about your dimensionals is when you are done, you can just cut and continue to use. So I'm going to do just that. I'm going to utilize everything that I have here. Now, if you're familiar with Paper Pumpkin, you will know that you receive adhesives, ink spots, everything, and over time you will accumulate a lot, but you won't use your new dots or adhesive dimensionals with one kit. So it's always good to have them. I'll put one up here, and have them on hand and use them as you need them. So I had to open up this one here because I was running out. But again, when you have the border, you want to cut that and you want to use those. They are just as good. I'm going to put one more little tiny guy right there. Okay, so let's take these off, and then we're going to stick it to the card, and then we're going to make our greeting on the gift tag, and it's going to have the effect of it blowing off the top of the gifts. So, goodness gracious. You know, when I made the other cards, I was like, bing, 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 pulling off all these protective covers, and now nothing wants to work. The camera doesn't want to work. My dots don't want to work. My inks don't want to work, and I had to retake over and over and over, and I was getting frustrated. So that's why one of those cards you saw was already stamped with the background, because I had to start over. But I had to use that one because I was running out of cards. So we're going to position this one a little lower than the feet. This foot's going to be flat, and you don't want this present up too high because it will overlap. Now, Merry Christmas to you. You're going to take the tag, stamp the Merry Christmas to you with your Knight of Navy. You can use any color you want, but the the little ink spot comes in the kit, so why not use it? But if you don't want to open it and you want to use your black or your basic gray, by all means, make it your own. But I just kind of like how that color looks with this kit. So now we're going to use some of the twine. I'm just going to cut about maybe 6 to 8 inches. We are going to loop it through. I'm going to put it, you can kind of feel, in between the first and the second dimension that's in the back. And we're going to bring it out and over, and then we're going to tie, not too tight, because I want this tag to look like it's blowing in the wind as it's traveling on this sleigh. So now I'm going to cut these ends. Oh, you know what, I want to make sure that that knot is tight. I had one earlier and it unraveled, and that's when I had to start my video over. So I should have kept it and to show you in reality what happens when you make cards. Nothing is perfect. I'm going to take some dimensionals and put them on the back of my tag. Once again, we're going to remove the protective covering. And then I'm not going to do this straight. I want it blowing in the wind, so I'm going to kind of angle it. And voila. You have now created 2 cards from the card kit. Do this again 3 more times for each card and you will have 8 cards. I want to show you up close these coordinating envelopes with that gold foil lined. And then I want to show you something else. I did an alternate, and oh gosh, where is it? Here it is. Now, this is how you make the cards as instructed. And if you're like me, who doesn't follow directions, I went and cut my sleigh in half with my trimmer, and I made it look like it was a little parade. So I did the snowflake background. There's my sleigh. She's pulling it. Then I have the other little elf that was following her. I have her in front following the other sleigh that you can just imagine this one's being pulled. So that was just something a little different that I did, and I just wanted to share that with you. So again, if you like this card kit, here is the name and number, $19 before tax and shipping and handling. There's a lot of really cute stuff online that you can have for Christmas. Right now it is September. I've started my cards in July. You can get things for Halloween, for the fall, a lot of different ideas that are out there. I thank you for joining me, and I wish you a very wonderful evening. Bye-bye.